China is seeking new sources of oil and is trying to cut new energy deals in Nigeria, Ghana, and Guinea. VOA's Kimberly has more.
With its population of 1.3 billion people, China is the second largest consumer of oil and competes with the United States and Europe for energy. And China is looking to Africa for oil and other resources. Chinese officials are currently trying to negotiate a deal with the Nigerian government to buy oil. The U.S. and Europe have the biggest oil companies operating in Nigeria, and a Nigeria-China deal would put China in direct competition with those companies. Professor Bolajai Aluko says it is logical to question China's human rights record as China seeks to do business with Nigeria.
No nation can treat your citizens better than you treat your own citizens. And it is not likely that China will treat your citizens better than they treat their own citizens. So it's a two-edged sword.
China already imports oil from other African countries such as Angola and Sudan.
That's why the vice president from the south in southern Sudan had a meeting with the Chinese with respect to development, because the Chinese have a vested interest in seeing development in southern Sudan, because that's the only way they can keep the North and the Sudan together, and that is in the interest of the Chinese.
As China pursues an oil deal with Nigeria, there is instability in the oil-rich Niger Delta region. Foreign oil workers have been kidnapped in the Delta by militants opposed to foreign oil drilling in an area that already suffers from many other problems.
The area from which that oil is gotten is polluted, the land is polluted, the water is polluted, the air is polluted through both carbon dioxide and gas emissions, as well as flaring in such a manner that throughout the day you have light in certain communities, and yet they do not have good water to drink, farmland, or they do not have electricity. That's unjust. And it is not that money is not allocated to the government, the local government and the state governments there. It's just that their leadership does not use it right for the people.
But China is not pinning its hopes for new oil from Nigeria. China is also in talks with Ghana and Guinea, seeking new oil and mineral deals with those West African countries that could be worth billions of dollars. Kimberly Russell, VOA News.